Today's episode is different. There are days when the world feels unbearably dark. Days when the news breaks something inside you. Recently, I watched stories that shook me to my core. Children buried after a tragic accident. A family set on fire in the middle of the night. And more stories of violence, loss, and pain. Where has our humanity gone? And I felt it deeply, painfully, like many of you do. This episode is for anyone who has ever felt overwhelmed by the weight of the world. How do I keep going when everything feels dark? Let's sit together in this moment. Today's episode is different. It comes from a heavy place, not just in the world, but in my own heart. There are days when the world feels unbearably dark. Days when the news breaks something inside you. Days when you look around and wonder, where has our humanity gone? Recently, I watched stories that shook me to my core. Children buried after a tragic accident. A family set on fire in the middle of the night. A little girl who didn't survive. And more stories of violence, loss, and pain. And I felt it deeply, painfully, like many of you do. This episode is for anyone who has ever felt overwhelmed by the weight of the world. Anyone who has ever asked, how do I stay human in a world that feels so heavy? How do I hold pain without losing myself? How do I keep going when everything feels dark? Let's sit together in this moment, gently, honestly, and find the light that still lives within us. You are not weak for feeling overwhelmed. You are not dramatic for crying. You're not fragile for breaking down. You are human. And being human means your heart responds to suffering, even when it's not your own. Empathy is not a burden. It's a sign that your soul is alive. In a world that is becoming numb, your ability to feel is a form of resistance. When the world feels heavy, you have two choices. You can shut down, or you can stay open. Staying open doesn't mean absorbing every tragedy. It means refusing to let the darkness turn you into something you're not. Here are 3 ways to stay human. To begin with, let yourself feel. Without drowning in it, pain becomes dangerous when you suppress it. Let it move through you, not bury you. Secondly, protect your spirit without closing your heart. You can care deeply and still set boundaries. You can be compassionate and still guard your peace. And lastly, remember that your humanity is your strength. The world doesn't need more numbness. It needs more people who feel and still choose love. Pain is not meant to be carried alone. Pain is meant to be acknowledged, witnessed, and transformed. Here's how you hold pain without losing yourself. Firstly, anchor yourself in something bigger. Faith, hope, love, purpose. These are not cliches, they are lifelines. Secondly, let compassion be your response. Not fear. Fear closes the heart. Compassion opens it. Thirdly, remember that darkness is not the end of the story. Even in the darkest night, the sun is still on the way. You are allowed to be afraid. You are allowed to be tired. You are allowed to be human. But don't let the darkness convince you that the light is gone. The world needs more compassion, more gentleness, more softness, more people who choose kindness even when life feels cruel. And that light, that compassion begins inside you. Here's how to find it again. Firstly, slow down. Your nervous system needs space to breathe. Secondly, return to what grounds you. Prayer, meditation, silence, nature, breath. Thirdly, do one small act of kindness. Compassion is contagious. Even one act can shift the energy around you. And lastly, remember that your light matters. You may not change the whole world, but you can change the world for someone. And that is enough. If you're watching this and you've been feeling heavy, I want you to know this. You are not alone. Your pain is valid. Your fear is understandable. Your heart is still good. And together, we can hold the weight of this world. Not by being perfect, but by being present. If what we're talking about is speaking to you, please take a moment to hit the thumbs up. It helps this message reach more people who could use some love and comfort right now. Share this with someone who might be carrying too much heaviness at this time. And if you're joining us for the first time, please subscribe and let us grow this community of intentional humanity together. Before we close, I want to share something meaningful. Canvas of Courage is not just an event, it's a sanctuary, a space where creativity meets healing, where art becomes a safe place to process pain, where expression becomes a doorway to emotional freedom. It's for anyone who feels the heaviness of the world, anyone who wants to understand their wounds, anyone who wants to heal without losing their softness. If you feel called to it, I'd love for you to be a part of it. The world may feel dark right now, but darkness has never been stronger than light. And your light, your compassion, your empathy, your humanity is needed now more than ever. Hold on to faith. Hold on to hope. Hold on to love. Not because the world is easy, but because the world is hard. And in hard times, light is not optional. It is essential. If this episode brought you comfort, type the like button, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs a reminder that the light is still here. This has been Relaunch and Restart with me, Jeffrey Musa. To all those experiencing the heaviness and pain of loss, I want you to know that from us here at Relaunch and Restart, you are in our hearts and prayers. See you in the next episode. Until then, stay strong and take care of yourself.